Hey y'all, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be reviewing some perfumes I just bought that I've never smelled before. Well, these two I haven't smelled before. This one I had a tester, so I have, or not a tester, a little sample. So I have smelled this one before. But I'm going to open them up and review them and we'll see how I like them. Oh, my dog is desperately needing to sit with me. Hold on. Here, Humbos. Okay, Humbos. Can you sit down? Thank you, baby. So he'll just be down here. Hi, honey. Okay. I got these perfumes. I haven't smelled these two, but from the notes, I should like them. And then Pink Friday I have smelled. I do like it, but I wanted a bigger size. All of these were around like $25, so they're like fairly inexpensive. Especially this Paris Hilton Dazzle perfume is bizarrely 4.2 fluid ounces. The like normal full size for perfume is 3.4 fluid ounces, which is nice because you can bring it on a plane. Whereas this one you can't, unless you check it. But also, it's just, yeah, it's a weird amount, because 3.4 ounces is, fluid ounces is 100 milliliters, which is why they do it that way, I think, because the milliliters is like a flat number. And this one's 125 milliliters, just a little extra for you from Paris, so that's nice. But let me open this up. Dazzle. I highly recommend when you try out a perfume, get a perfume, that one, you don't blind buy it. Ooh, the bottle's very pretty. But two, that you spray it on your skin, because perfume reacts differently with skin than it does like with paper. It'll smell different. So they'll have those little smelly papers. Don't use those if you're actually like interested in the perfume, in my opinion. Spray it on your hand, and then I try to like pick one part of my hand. Like I'll pick the, you know, the back of my hand on this hand, and then the wrist on this side, maybe the palm of my hand. And then I'll just try to remember which one's where, so that I can remember what scent is which. But let's give this a sniff. Okay. I'm gonna put it on this hand. We'll see how it smells for me. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. It's very nice. I'm trying to see if it has the notes on here. No. It's a... Oh, I should look up the notes really quick, hold on. Okay, I couldn't like remember all of the notes probably, but there's sour cherry, peach, vanilla in the base, champagne in the base, which is interesting, musk, floral, scents, violet, orange blossom, I think another floral, probably another white floral. Mostly, to my nose, it smells like vanilla and fruit, which is nice. Probably that will settle down in a minute and smell more maybe like flowers. But like I said in a previous video, I was talking about perfume. I think sometimes white florals are simply carrier scents, and so maybe it'll continue to smell like fruit and vanilla. I think that smells quite nice. It's a very nice scent. I'm a gourmand lover. I like when my body smells like food. I like when my fragrances smell like food. So I like fruity vanilla. I think that's really nice. It is pretty, you know, safe, standard. I will say the biggest complaint people have about all these celebrity perfumes tend not to last super long. The longevity tends to be significantly less than if you bought a you know, a designer perfume or a niche perfume or one of those, you know, like a perfume house perfume versus like a celebrity perfume. But they're so cheap that I'm kind of like, give and take, you know, like if you had to re-up, bring it with you, I think that's fine. So yeah, it smells quite nice. I'm gonna let it settle. Let the top notes kind of fade. That's the other reason it's good to put it on your hand, like if you go to a department store or something, because it's gonna smell different in like a couple minutes. So that way you know what it smells like on your skin, which is where you're hopefully gonna be putting it, unless you buy it for someone else. And then also you're going to see what changes, because it's initially you might not like it. There's some perfumes I have where the initial smells quite bad, and then I like it. Okay, the notes on this one were, let me see if I can remember, blackberry, plum, currant, buds. So it's all pretty like dark kind of fruits, you know, like more ripe, darker in color, and thereby kind of like more darkened scent. I don't really know how to explain that. And then orchid, rose, violet, I think. So more scented flowers as well, not just like a lot of perfumes are gonna have, you know, tuberose or orange blossom or jasmine or other like kind of white florals. This is a little, you know, more colorful, specific florals. And then vanilla, sandalwood, and woody notes. So it sounds like it's gonna be a fruit scent with some like woody spiciness and then vanilla. All of that sounds lovely to me. I 100% see why I was like, that sounds like something I want to buy. Not too much smell, just straight up, but put on this hand. Oh, it's very woody right away. I do like it. It's nice. A lot of perfumes from celebrities are very what people call safe perfumes. They're very vanilla. They're very sweet often, kind of trying to appeal to a very young demographic, people usually say. Usually people equate sweet scents with like for kids, basically, like, oh, like bubble gum smelling or something like that. This is a lot more, yeah, like woody, has a lot of depth to it. It's really nice. I think specifically for like the fall winter season, this is really nice. And I really like, I'm not a huge fan of woody scents normally, but I think the vanilla is helping, as I've said previously, kind of round it out, kind of make it less kind of super spicy woody. Sometimes woody scents can smell like soap to me if they're too fresh, if that makes sense. If they're too green smelling, they can smell kind of like soap, or like deodorant or something, because like sometimes, you know, soaps and deodorants are kind of woodsy scented. This doesn't give me that, I think partially because of the vanilla and partially because of the fruits. Hi, honey. How you doing? So yeah, I really like this so far. Like I said, we're gonna have it dry down, see where we're at in a couple minutes. But so far I think this is really nice. I don't really have anything that's super woody in my collection because a lot of, like I said, woody scents can be really masculine sometimes, and a lot of them smell like soap. So I'm hopeful that I will like this one because I wouldn't mind having a woody scent for, you know, every now and then, especially in the cold months. And like I said, I think this was like $25 or something. It's somewhere in there, all of them were. So it's pretty inexpensive. Yeah, seems really nice. Not your typical celebrity perfume. Pink Friday is old school Nicki Minaj, back when we were very Barbie pop, hyper pop looking. Although she did just do a song for the Barbie movie, so I guess she's not totally out of the Barbie realm, you know? The bottle on this is a lot. It is quite the showing of, oh, carefully, of a bottle. Her head comes off, as you can see. But, oh, there's a little, oh, that's cute. It's got a necklace on it that says Nicki Minaj in that like very 90s script font that people used to use. It's very fun. And then I guess I won't put the head back on because that's how I spray it. But I did test this one. I do think it's nice. And I do think it was nice enough to get a full bottle of. But let me look up the notes real quick so I can let you know what's in it. Okay, I'm not sure where exactly my camera was positioned before because I went to therapy and then now I'm back and it's been like an hour or two. So we're gonna finish up the video real quick on the perfume. But as I said previously, good to let perfumes sit for a while on your skin to like actually get the scent down because at least this perfume, the one, the Sofia Vergara perfume, smells significantly different on my hand right now than it did when I sprayed it on in the first place. And that's how you figure out if you like it or not. When I first sprayed it, it was much more of the top notes of the fruity notes, and now it is much more of just mostly the base notes, which is like the woody kind of notes. It's gotten a lot fresher on my hand, which is not my favorite. I still like it. I still think it's gonna be fun to like potentially layer with or experiment with. It is a really nice woody scent. It's got a decent amount of like spice feeling to it, which is maybe the sandalwood. That it still smells nice. It kind of smells like the smelly like pine cones that you can buy to put in like little decor. But it is much greener and fresher than it was, which is why you want to let it sit for a bit. I have a perfume from, I think the brand's called Sola Note. It's from Target, and it's just like one singular note in a perfume. So it's like, it's just vanilla, or it's like just, they have like a grapefruit maybe. Some of the choices were interesting as like, this is a singular fragrance. But I think they maybe have a blackberry one. I might have to look for it. Because I think that on top of this would be really nice, and same with just some vanilla, maybe to kind of balance out that freshness, give it a little more like roundness that I like better. The Paris Hilton one, the Dazzle, I like a lot. It is pretty much now just, I think, like sweet fruity vanilla. It's less strong, obviously, than it was previously. It's a little hard to smell. It's pretty vanilla-y, I would say. Hot, heavy vanilla, and then like some kind of fruity scent to it, but I like it. It's nice. It's very kind of like simple and agreeable. Yeah, it's nice. I definitely have what we call in the business basic taste in perfume, as far as I can tell. But you know, with some things like with fashion or with music or something, I think sometimes people have like more, you know, quote unquote basic taste because they just like haven't really stepped outside of the box for their fashion. You know, they're kind of just wearing like very classic things that everybody wears, or they like are just listening to the radio or like popular music. They haven't listened to like more niche music, so maybe they don't know where their taste is specifically at. With scents, I feel like it's just kind of built in there, you know, like that's just how my nose works. That's just what my nose likes. And I think it'd be bizarre to wear a perfume that my nose didn't like, and I just so happen to have very basic taste, I guess. I'll be like, oh, this is really nice, and then I'll look at the reviews in like Fragrantica, which is a place where they tell you like notes and people leave reviews of perfumes, and they'll be like, well, if you're into really basic scents. And I was like, I guess I am, so thank you for letting me know. But yeah, it's just funny to me. Anyway, let's get into this Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. I looked up the notes earlier and then I've forgotten them entirely. So let me think. It had starfruit in it, which is interesting. It had lotus and I think another kind of like more Eastern flower fragrance, maybe a jasmine or something, Eastern fragrance. I think Italian orange maybe was in there. And the base, it had a caramel note, which I really like caramel. I really like gourmands. There's a pear note, I think, in the base notes, which is fascinating. And then, you know, kind of your classic like musk and like, I think there's patchouli in it maybe. But you almost always see a musk note, a patchouli note, or a sandalwood note in the base notes. Those are kind of the like, I think, standard base carrier notes that they put in there to make it last longer and be good. So let's see how it goes. So this is Dazzle, and this one is the Sophia. So I'm gonna put the Pink Friday like here on my arm, on my forearm, so that I can distinguish it, but I can still kind of wear it for a while and smell it. So I don't smell anything from the tip there. Okay, that took a couple sprays to get her good, but I think we're good now. Ooh, very strong fruity, forward scent at the beginning, and very bright fruity. Like I would say, you know, I say dark fruity for like plum or blackberry or whatever. This is very bright. It's very citrusy kind of, but not like lemon. Like definitely like orange, and then starfruit makes sense for like, I feel like tropical fruits are like kind of brighter, kind of just like, I don't know how else to describe it besides bright, I guess. Just more light, bright, fruity scents. But I definitely smell, I think sandalwood is in there. I definitely smell like a sandalwood or a musky or patchouli scent. And then I do think I smell some amount of floral, but it's light. And then I can still smell the top notes of the fruit, but we'll let that settle down before I give like an official feeling about it. But I like it. I think it smells really nice right now. And I have tried this one. This one's not a perfect blind buy, but I haven't like actually worn it yet, really. I just kind of put it on my hand and tried it out with a couple of the other Nicki Minaj Friday ones. Like there's like a Black Friday. Maybe it's called Black Friday? I don't know. But where it's similar bottles where she's got a white wig or a black wig, I believe. So, and those ones I didn't like as much, but I did like this one, so hopefully I continue to in the large bottle. But I will be back in a little bit with a final wrap-up review of these perfumes. Here are my final thoughts on the Pink Friday, and then I'll wrap up with my final thoughts about all the other perfumes. So, oh yeah, I can smell the caramel a lot now. The Pink Friday definitely smells a lot like a caramel candy. It's very sweet. It's very candy. I like it a lot. It's quite nice. Like I said, I'm a basic girl. I like a sweet scent. I like a gourmand scent. Definitely smells like caramel or like sugar in general. I think it's quite nice. I wonder if Pink Friday was also supposed to refer to pink sugar, maybe, which is a famous perfume for being very sweet, like hyper sweet, but also decently well beloved and like not super expensive. So I wonder if that's a reference. Maybe. But so yeah, I like the Pink Friday. You know, the bottle is a lot, but I'm gonna keep it. I think it's really nice. I can definitely see myself wearing that. I can definitely see myself maybe layering that with some other scents that I'm like, I want to sweeten up maybe a little bit. This actually might be really nice with the cocoa musk since it's like a caramel. Maybe it's like a caramel hot chocolate kind of vibe. Maybe it would be nice with the Sophia actually, to give it a little sweetness with the woodiness maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to try some combos maybe. The Dazzle's very nice. I would say Nicki Minaj, the Pink Friday, smells more like kind of like the concept of just like sugary candy. I would say Dazzle specifically smells like fruity candy, like maybe like a Starburst or like a Skittles kind of essence. It smells really good. I like it a lot. I would say the florals are pretty much gone. It does smell, you can smell the fruit and you can smell the sweetness is pretty much all that's left. But it's quite nice. I like it a lot as well. And then Sophia, it's definitely pretty masculine as far as like smells woodsy, not a lot of like softer notes in there. I do like it. I don't dislike it at all. I simply think that I would prefer it with, yeah, maybe some more vanilla, maybe some more sweetness with the Pink Friday. Something. I maybe some more plum or blackberry if I can find one of those like Sola notes that's one of those. I think that would be nice to put with it, or like raspberry or something. But it's quite nice. And I think it's pretty unisex. Like obviously the bottle I think is like pretty feminine looking. But I do think if you like woodsy scents, if you like a little bit of spicy, it's not super spicy, but it's a little spicy, a little warm. And specifically that it's like a little fresh, not super fresh. But there is a little like greenness to it. It's a little fresh in there, just a teeny bit. But yeah, anyway, that's my haul for my perfumes. Here's all my new babies. Hold them. Yeah, I'm excited to try these out, let you know how they're wearing, if I get any compliments on them or anything. I very rarely get complimented on my perfumes, even though I almost always wear perfume. So when I do get complimented, I remember. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!